Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makakadas. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and Well. I'm not a member of Great Millstone, yet I've entered into their labors. Peace, mercy, and blessing to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. I did a quick video yesterday on Amos 5, the first part, but I kept reading on down and remembered this, and I thought that I wanted to include this as well. But through the Spirit, I'm just going to continue on in Amos 5 and in Amos 6, and do I guess, present a warning to our people, and just to remember to stay, on your P's and Q's, because Yahweh Bashim Shah is not a power that he should be trifled with. So we have a God that is in control of all, the creator of all, the beginning, the ending. He just is, which is why his name is Yahweh. He sent his only begotten Son to die for the sins of Israel only, and that sacrifice should not be taken lightly. We ought to be putting ourselves in remembrance of what's really important, and putting ourselves in remembrance of how we ought to be conducting ourselves, because as you can see on this I guess, what is this, prophetic clock, if that's what you want to call it, these events are kicking off, the rumors of wars, according to Matthew chapter 24, you see that. The people are just waxing worse and worse as the days go by. All of the things that the scripture said would happen in the times of the end are happening. This man of sin, Esau Edom, who is the physical seed of Satan here on the earth to do the bidding of Satan here on this earth, he's being revealed, he's being called out. All of these things are happening. We're getting very, very close. And of course, I do a reminder, not only to, when I do these videos, I do them to also remind myself, because we are in this decrepit flesh. And according to Hebrews 11 chapter, that new covenant is when we get the new bodies, and we won't go off. We won't have to worry about this. But in the meantime, we ought to be, fighting. It's a fight, which is why the gospel is good news. So let's read this. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Now, let me keep going. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? And that darkness is going into like a lack of understanding. Nobody knows what's going on. Whenever you hear darkness or sit in the dust, that is a lack of understanding, a lack of knowledge. Shit just gonna be hitting the fan, for lack of a better term, and nobody's going to understand why, except for the men of the Lord that knew that Yahweh Bashim Yashab was not playing when he said what he said. All the bad that he said was happening, it's happening. So you best believe that all the good that's coming will come. However, this has to be first. All right. So I have this one up. I liked it and saved it. Now let's look at a lion attack. A lion attacking a buffalo. Merciless moments when male lions attack their prey. And here's the thing about animals, they're instinctual. So there's no amount of pleading you can do. You cannot throw money at it. And if you got some sort of guns, I don't know if any of you have ever shot before in a situation of panic. Good luck hitting a shot. And that's if the Lord allows you to have a weapon on you. Like, you never know what sort of calamity that our power can bring on somebody, or on those who choose to go against him. Damn ad.
Yeah, this is easy. Only two of them. Divide and conquer, right?
Lions hunt in prides, and it's usually the females that bring home the food.
Yeah, if you turn it down, it's really loud. So I apologize in advance. Turn that down.
However, that doesn't mean male lions never hunt. Have you ever seen a male lion attack a cheetah? What about a bear? If you like big cats, stay tuned as we count down 15 merciless moments when male lions attack their prey. Number 15. Hyena. Lions and hyenas hate each other, and they're not to be invited at the same party unless you want to see blood splatter.
And you see, I won't keep what I won't. You can pull that up on your own. You can look that up. I just wanted you to see something. Now those, I don't know what it was he attacked. I think he said it was I don't know. Either way, it outweighs a human by at least 6 times, at a very minimum. Now, what do you think you're going to do about that? And the Lord has dominion over all the animals, over all man, over everything, because as he can send spirits on man to do something. He can put a spirit on that animal to do something, which is why. Let's go to Dan. I don't remember exactly what chapter Daniel. Let's see. I don't exactly remember what chapter. So it's Daniel chapter 6, right? So let's go to that real quick while we have Amos pulled up. We're gonna go to Daniel 6. So while he's in that lion's den, okay, nothing happened to Daniel because the Spirit of the Lord was on Daniel, and the Lord is, again, the Lord controls all things. I'm going to keep driving that point. So why would you not hearken unto the controller of all things? Esau controls nothing. He may give you the illusion of it, and the earth was given into his hand. It was given. He did not take it by his own volition. It was given to him. All right, let's scroll down to the point. And symbol found answer they said. Here we go, 20. We'll just go straight to the point. All right, and when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel, and the king spake and said unto Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lion? Then Daniel said unto the king, O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel and has shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before the king, O king, have I done no hurt. Right? And that's a beautiful thing. And don't forget, don't think that we will. And some others may have that lot that they may get through any of this unscathed, but don't think and don't assume that you're not going to see something, or that a situation may not arise where you're going to have to call on the name. We have to think about that as well. A situation may rise where you are going to need to call on the name, so the Lord can and will perform that miracle to show you, I am he, I am him. All those scriptures you've been reading while you had that fake freedom that you thought, all of the times that you were kept before you woke up to me, before you knew my name, while you were calling me God and Jesus, and while you were in the Christian church and living in folly, all those times I protected you. You're going to see I'm going to do it again, because you were found righteous in my sight. And why? Because we put off this worldly life that we live. We put off the things of the earth. All of these cardinalities. I can't think of the words I'm trying to say, but the vanity that everyone else is living in, because if they think that shit's gonna go back to normal, we, on the other hand, are setting up and preparing for the Lord to return. Let's go back to Amos. Where did we leave off in 5? So I read that, okay. And then I also went into 6, but I want to read something in the NLT real quick. See, and the title is Warning of Coming Judgment. I believe 6 is the continuation. All right. And this is what our people are doing right here. Verse 3, you push away every thought of coming disaster, but your actions only bring the day of judgment closer. And that's what our actions are bringing on the other side, our actions of righteousness, or our righteousness is as filthy rags, but we're putting forth the effort. We are not. We are judged by our intent, thanks to Yahweh Shai bringing that grace. So we want to act accordingly on that grace period. If we want to act in love, the standard of love is the law, statutes, and commandments. We are saved by grace, but the law is a good insurance payment. You cannot be saved by the law, but you definitely should be following the way the Lord set us up to live in the first place. And our people do just that. You push away every thought of coming disaster. Why? Because then that means you would have to get your shit together. And I did the lesson I did yesterday or the day before was how niggas hate order. They hate discipline. They hate anything of some sort of standard or moral value. They just want to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it, and nobody should be able to tell anybody anything. All right? How terrible for you, and this is in the NLT, verse 4, Amos 6, how terrible for you who sprawl on ivory beds and lounge on your couches, eating the meat of tender lambs of the flock and of the choice calves fattened in the stall. And in today's speak, I'm making a comparison into what's going on right now. Our people with our brand new cars, you going out doing whatever it is, serving whatever it is you want. And there's nothing wrong with having things. That's not what I'm saying. But our people put their heart into the things that they have. And that's why I said before, it is time, if you have not already done so, to put away the vanity. Because these carnal things are going to serve you nothing. They won't mean anything. Truth be told, they mean nothing now. They only mean the meaning of them is predicated on the how well society is doing. So once everything crashes, no, it doesn't matter what you have, unless you're one of them filthy rich elite. Then you safe up until the men of the Lord, hopefully where them come down off them chariots and pull your ass out. Okay, you sing trivial songs to the sound of the harp. Is that not what our people are doing right now in the face of danger, in the face of imminent death, in the face of imminent judgment? Okay? You care nothing about the ruin of your nation. And most of them, some of them know that they're Israelites, but it stops there. And other ones are still calling themselves black and African, or two continents, African American. All right? Therefore, you will be first to be led away as captives. Suddenly, all your parties will end. And this was going into, I believe it's the Assyrian captivity that the northern kingdom got taken in. This is what Amos predicted of, and Amos is, I think, coined as the prophet of doom, but it was the truth. All right, the sovereign Lord has sworn, or Yahweh has sworn by His own name, and this is what He, Yahweh, power of hosts, or Lord God of hosts, of heaven's army, says, I despise the arrogance of Israel, and I hate their fortresses. I will give this city and everything into their enemies. And they did it then. He did it then, and He did it now. But the only thing is, this is the last captivity. He did it with the Assyrians, the Babylonians, and the Persians, and the Greeks, and into the Romans. And now we're in Rome 2.0 with that deadly wound that was healed. This is the whore that rides. America is the whore that rides on the back of the beast. And eventually, the beast will burn her with fire. All her allies will turn against her. Because we have let's go to Lamentations. Actually, I want to see what it says in the NLT. So here's what we're approaching. Now, although we're finna see some shit, this is the latter end of this devil, and then our latter end, God's anger satisfied. Our latter end is glory. Their latter end is slavery and then utter destruction. I'm speaking of Esau, Edom, and then the rest of the heathen will live under us. But they will be forced to live under the law, statutes, and commandments. They'll be forced to run and live on the earth properly, in order, and in decency, so that we never go back to the state that we are in now. So last verse, we'll do 21. Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom? O people of Edom? But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger, and you're gonna drink it all. The little scraps at the bottom, it's like a thick coffee that still got the little, the little grinds at the bottom. We gonna scrape all of that with a spoon, and you gonna drink that shit too. But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger. You too will be stripped naked in your drunkenness. O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile, but Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon, your many sins will be exposed. Call Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Akakadash.